Hello, my smartest artist. I'm so happy to see you today. Today, we are going to be working on a lesson involving one of my favorite artists, Romero Brito. Okay, and we're going to be talking about pattern, color, shape, space, thick and thin, bold lines, and repetition, and some other elements of art thrown in there. So you need to be thinking about what letter you want to use for your project in your name. My last name is Mr. Caldwell or Caldwell. So I'm going to use the C for the first letter of my name. You could use any letter in your name. You could use multiple letters to make a piece of artwork that has your whole name. It's up to you. So you are going to need today, you're going to need something to draw with, and then you're going to need a piece of paper. So depending on if you want to draw multiple letters in your name, you may want your paper horizontal. If you want to do a singular letter or one letter, you want your paper vertical, okay? Or whichever works for you. All right, so I'm going to start today. I'm going to be drawing with a marker. You can draw with a pencil. You can draw with whatever you want to. But remember, if you're drawing today and you mess up, you could turn your paper on the back. You could get a new sheet of paper. Because sometimes we make happy little accidents and we need to start over or erase or change it into something new. It's up to you. All right, so I'm going to be working on a block letter. If you notice, I did a block letter C. Okay, it's actually backwards. There you go. I did a block letter C on my paper. Okay, you could do a bubble letter, you can do block letters, whatever you want to use. You just need to have some space on the inside to add your elements. So I'm going to start today. And I like to start with a horizontal line. And my drawing is going to be backwards because of my document camera, but we're going to go with it. And I want to think, I don't want to go too far because I want to leave enough space in here to add my patterns and designs. And then once I have that, I'm going to come back over this. And I like to turn my paper as I work to thicken those lines because Romero uses thick black lines in his artwork. It's a part of his style. All right. So now I'm ready to start dividing my paper up. Okay. So maybe I want to do this. I like how that's diagonal. Maybe I want a curve and then something here. Now I want you to think about, you can divide yours up however you want to. It's up to you. All right, so now that I have my design, I can start adding some patterns in here. Okay, so I've got some Zentangle repeating patterns. You can come up with whatever patterns you want to. You could pause the video and look at some of the patterns that I have. Or you can make your own. I like this, so I'm gonna set this to the side. I like how that kind of repeats, so I'm gonna find a good spot. So I like this spot. So I'm gonna try to do that pattern, but I'm gonna try to make it my own too. So let's say, maybe I want this spot to be black and white. Color some of that in. Just to see what it looks like. And if I don't like it, I can erase it. I'm just gonna have to go with it, or I can turn it into something else or start over. So now I'm gonna start filling in my other spaces with different patterns also. I like kind of this organic, flowy shape. And then I could use lines to repeat patterns. I like how this is kind of striped. What else do I want to do? I really like those dots, so maybe I want to continue with those dots. All right, so I'm happy with that. I like that. So now we're going to be adding some color. So when you think about color, I want you to think about colors that will look good or make the other colors really juxtaposed or really noticeable or emphasized. Okay, so if I want to use emphasis, that's an art word. One of your elements of art is emphasis, meaning that you really focus on a piece. So yeah, think about what colors you want to use. Down here, I've got complementary colors like your tables in the classroom. Complementary colors are colors opposite the color wheel, okay? I've got some black and white, I've got some color and white, and then I've got some blues and pinks. Now, I used markers to color. You could use crayons, you can use colored pencils, you can use markers, okay? I could even use a pencil to add some black and white color too. So I want you to use what you have at home. All right, my smartest artist, I hope that you had fun today. Good luck on your artwork, and I look forward to seeing what you created.